Again, guys, there's reasons for everybody.
Jake Ursig. Jake's a native of Oregon, so he's actually a long ways from home, but we're glad to have him in North Carolina. He went to school at Kansas State University and competed on the livestock judging team there intercollegiately. He's currently a graduate student and coaching the North Carolina State University livestock judging team. So Jake?
Thanks, RGC. All right, guys, like you said, I'm going to talk those Market Hogs number 2, the reasons Market Hogs all. Keep it kind of fairly simple. We as a committee are pretty unanimous out on this class, and we thought it was kind of a one-way type of class, but we didn't cut you too hard, so don't worry. We kind of figured we'd let you guys fight it out in the reasons room. First thing I think we did as a committee and we see and we expect you guys to do is to come in there and find the 4 gilt, the narrow belted gilt, and run her to the bottom. Just as far as a type of livestock or kind of livestock that we're trying to get away from, just really hard bodied and shallow flanked. She's built so tight out of her hip, and she's so tight wound there. Doesn't like to flex her hock and drive. A gilt that I think you definitely need to give advantages in terms of cutability, in terms of leanness, but as far as one that's just kind of average muscled, tons of expression of muscle, but just average volume of muscle, and one that's just the wrong kind in how she's built. So you need to see that gilt and get her down pretty quick. On the reverse side, I think we split the pair of gilts, and we use the white gilt to win the class. If you call her the predominantly white gilt, if you got real excited and call her the blue-eyed gilt, I think we'd have listened to you there as far as an ID on her. But one guy's that, I mean, she was so big-topped and it had so much muscle and power out of her shoulder. A gilt that in terms of center body and rib, she had plenty, really productive in her rib cage. Super three-dimensional throughout, lots of carcass turns, lots of muscle and product in that hog. You got to criticize her though, and I think you know, I can speak for myself and Dr. C. If you came in and told us that, you know, she is a bad-footed gilt, she's down in all 4 pasterns, I'd like to pick her up and make her stronger there. That definitely would have got you some extra points in the room with us. But as far as that, you know, carcass merit, total product, and as far as a productive market hog, she's the one that needs to start. As far as the one that goes in second, guys, we go ahead and run the 1 barrow, the wide belted barrow into that second hole, and And we call him the show bearer, the bear that's got some look. He's got that stoutness of bone, the extra features. Really big-footed type of bear that when he gets his head up, really long from his blade forward, extremely extended. One whose design is probably the best in the class and has some look from the side. Really don't like that bear on his back feet and pasterns and on his hawk. Needs to flex out there just a little bit more. And overall needs more shape, a really round and kind of nondescript in terms of his top shape, especially in that class. So really like that barrel from the side and really don't question his base width, don't question his true dimension, but really question his muscle shape, right? Just round or nondescript. Like to give him some more shape. So if you came in with that description, you know, you probably sat pretty well. And then that leaves the heavy sheath barrel or the thin belted barrel there to go in that third hole. One that in terms of volume of product had plenty of muscle, really three-dimensional out through his ham, had a big old top at him with lots of shape, but guys, that barrel structure is all wrong. We need to recognize how straight he is in his blade, how round and how sloped he was out of his hip. Had so much trouble laboring off the go. And I'm not telling you that you need to sort market hogs on structure by any means, but when you got a barrel that's built like that, he kind of fits into that third hole for us pretty easy. So overall, your official is a 3, 1, 2, 4, and we cut you 3, 2, and 4.